God has a freaky sense of fashion. So stay tuned because it's all happening live.
I'm gonna do it!
Mama said that. Mama said that. My mama said that.
Hello, everybody.
What's up?
How are you today, Faz?
Tired.
I can
as
see that.
always.
How was your week been?
My weekend?
No, your week.
Oh, my week. Oh, my week was good.
Well, you could start with the weekend. That's like the beginning of the week.
Weekend was good. It was just very, very short. I wish I could have stayed longer. You know, it's a little upsetting that none of
We're
these
having
headphones
technical.
work.
Yeah, we're having
So
some
that's
technical difficulties.
aggravating too. But you know, we're gonna go through it. Yeah, it was just a long weekend. I wish I got to do more. I wish I got to go home, but I'm going home this weekend, so that's
Oh,
cool.
I think I'm going home this weekend too.
I think a lot of people are going home this weekend.
Because we have off Friday, so like, why not? You know?
Yeah, no, it's good.
I don't know why those microphones or those headphones aren't working.
I don't know either. This is very aggravating.
I'm sorry.
So it's not your fault.
Mhm.
So what's new?
Nothing much. Just been super busy, just hanging
Hanging
around.
out.
Yeah.
Perfect timing, ladies and
Good
gentlemen.
morning, Michael Demergis. Our headphones aren't
Our
working.
Headphones are working.
I hear that. Down there is turned on too. Pause for a brief moment.
Looks so fancy.
I know, right? You look very nice today. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
There
hear
you go. You want to sit down with us? What?
Oh, we're alive?
Yes. Do you want to sit with us? We're talking some sports.
Hey. Oh gosh.
We could do politics first. That was going to be next.
I kind of want to talk politics.
You don't want to talk, or you do?
I kind of want to talk.
Okay,
politics.
let's
now,
talk.
Now that we have the man, the myth, the legend, and
Michael
with us.
Demergis is here to join us, ladies and gentlemen.
How's my level? Good.
That's better. Now we can really hear you.
Now talk.
Test 1, 2, 3.
There you
Ah,
go.
Well, listen to that voice.
9, 10.
That voice.
So what are we talking about?
What's
going on in the world?
Caitlin, what's good?
We
What
were
do
we just were doing the intro. We were saying, "How are you? How are you today, Mike?
I'm good.
Why do you look so dapper?"
I am being evaluated today for my
Ooh.
class. So I have to kind of look somewhat presentation.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's why. And I'm going to Oklahoma tomorrow. Oklahoma
Ooh,
City.
really? Why?
Yeah, I got to produce a game for the Oklahoma Baylor game.
Oh,
For
That's
competition.
so
Congratulations.
cool.
So
That's amazing.
That's awesome. Good for
I'll
you.
be back Sunday.
So you want to do sports? You want to do the election? You pick, Mike. You're the guest.
Let's do sports.
Sports?
I don't
Okay.
I don't feel like losing my lunch.
Okay.
And I haven't eaten yet.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I haven't eaten
well, the
either.
Jets.
You know what I tell you? You gotta always look forward.
I-
You're not even in the picture. You're not even in your own
Neither is
screen.
she. Look and
You
look
know?
at the light too. The lighting is
Okay, judge me. I'm sorry,
me,
but I'm
yeah.
not going to stand here because then I feel like I'm losing the contact.
Okay, yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
but
all right
losing
to
your
look forward
viewers.
to.
Okay.
People
well,
want to see your face, Caitlin.
Or you could just sit here, and
I could
jump
sit
in.
there, but then but
Options.
that means I'd have to
Yeah.
like run back and forth
all
to
right.
the.
Well, okay, fine.
Okay, so you want to talk about your Jets, or you're not a Jet?
Who wants to talk about the
Yeah,
Jets?
really.
Literally.
They're hard.
Hey, you guys weren't doing that much better this weekend either.
Touche. But we're a struggling team and we're still fighting for first. I don't think
what's
I
your-
think the Jet season is over.
Yeah, the Jets. I think
the Jets? Oh yeah, God, the franchise is over.
they
should-
lost to the
should
Dolphins
just-
this weekend, right?
Yes, they
Yes.
did.
27-23.
Yes, on a kickoff after it looked like they were going to pull this game out.
Matt Forte was
I
12
was-
for 92.
I was just shaking my head.
Yeah.
But I'm not a Jets fan anymore. You know, I
Oh
switched.
yeah, that's right. You said that. You said
What are
you're
you a fan
I'm
of?
I went back to a Vikings
Minnesota.
fan. I went back to my first wife, and they're 0-3 since I made the switch back.
Okay. It's just that
on.
Mike is everybody.
on.
Mike Demergis is
Come
bad
on.
luck when it comes
Come
to
on,
a
there you
team.
go.
Hey.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I have no luck with football teams.
Yeah, literally.
None whatsoever.
I think
even when Donald Trump owned the New Jersey Generals, they lost in the
Oh my
playoffs.
gosh.
Speaking of Donald Trump,
See, he just
look
loves,
at that
this is what he does.
transition.
He'll say he wants to talk about one topic and he'll jump from another.
exactly. Speaking of Donald Trump, how about that? What a shocker!
It is such a shocker. I mean,
Nobody saw this coming.
nobody
No.
saw it coming.
No, nobody.
I always, honestly though, like in my head, it was like there's so many people that like say they're against him that like are really like for him, and like it's like the undercover voters, and that's like what one of the big things that like when I was interning, that's what they like were saying is that there's so many undercover voters that
A lot
like
of people didn't believe it though. When I sat down to watch the coverage last night at CNN, 8 o'clock night before actually, they're pretty much a coronation of Hillary as an ex-president.
No,
And
breaking the
all
glass ceiling.
Yeah, all indications were that was going to be it. And when she wasn't taking Florida, you knew something was amiss.
Yes.
Immediately.
You knew something was amiss, and then
Then you hear
it was
Ohio.
all blue in Pennsylvania, and then Ohio,
North
and all of a
Carolina.
sudden it's turning towards Trump, and you're like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
And about 5 million less voters turned out for Hillary, and that was the biggest thing, and she really just didn't connect. I thought she was a bad candidate. She cut deals to basically clear the path for her, for her candidacy, for her path, so she could be the Democratic representative, and it didn't work out. And they call Trump a reality star. He's more than a reality star. He's a business.
He's a
He's a
businessman.
businessman.
I think he's got a lot of issues. I think he has a lot of apologizing to do. I think
Oh,
the
most
things
definitely.
he said is deplorable,
Yep.
harmful, hurtful. But you look at Clinton; she's no saint. And the issue I have with a lot of people don't recognize her flaws,
Yeah.
Yep.
and they don't want to.
They overlook them.
What I wish Jeb Bush was a representative. Absolutely, I do. I think he would have been a great president because he lives the multinational of this country. It's his everyday. His wife is Latino. His kids are half Latino. And I think he's a good person, but he just couldn't separate himself from his brother.
Yeah.
And I think that was part of the issue here too. That Hillary didn't separate herself from Bill and also from Obama. And Obama has a lot of flaws. And I'll tell you guys what the biggest issue is health care.
Most
By
definitely.
him saying you can keep your doctors and it's not going to be more expensive. Lie. And most politicians do lie. So, that's just a thing. And I think also the rise of ISIS, and Obama not seeing that. Hillary voted for the war. She can't say she didn't do that. And Benghazi came back to hurt her, and this email stuff. So she was a very flawed candidate. I think the Democrats are kicking themselves. They couldn't be somebody else.
Yep.
And to me, this is an experiment. I didn't vote because my vote doesn't mean anything in New York State.
Valid point.
I do
Very
not
valid.
think Donald Trump is a good person. But let's see if a businessman can put people to work. And I think that's about it. Hillary never had a plan to put people to work either.
You're right. I think he is going to do well. At least because again, you said he's a businessman. I think he may not have the best ideas, but he's going to surround himself with people who do.
They're going to look at politically and internationally. They're going to tell him this is what needs to be done,
And he'll do it.
Okay, but I think, and I've talked to a few people that actually run big businesses and even small businesses. They're ecstatic that all the red tape's going to be on, where they could go back to doing business. Not that it was all that great because part of it helped lead to the crash, but you can't tie up businesses with red tape. You need them to spend money. They need tax breaks to go do stuff because they're putting money in the economy. So they're ecstatic over this move. And to me, the great justifier for everybody, an equalizer, if you want to get rid of a lot of the world's problems, put people to work. And hopefully we can do that. Barack Obama did not put people to work.
Aren't they saying he increased the job market though, or
Well, he
unemployment?
increased it, but if you're going to rate Barack's performance, you went from a 4-12, which you were when Bush was leaving, to what 6-10, 7-9, maybe 8-8 at
Fair
best.
enough.
All right, we'll see if
Not a winning record yet,
we'll, we'll see if Trump could be 10-6 or 12-4.
over 500.
So this is going to be an experiment too. This is something you guys are going to talk to your grandkids about.
Most
Very
definitely.
true.
It's great that everybody's so involved and paying attention to what's happened here. Might this be a rise for a third party? I think it's possible. And should there be more qualifications to be president? I think a person should not be able to be president unless they've been governor.
Yes. I think they have to at least hold some position,
Yeah.
some experience.
I
most
think
definitely.
minimum should be governor. I mean, how are you going to run a country if you can't run a state?
Fair enough.
That's
Very
common
fair.
sense, and it'd be nice if there's common sense politics. I don't know. I mean, I hope this guy could shut his mouth and have a little humility. And he said some horrible things. He did,
Yeah.
and
And he got caught saying them.
He's got caught saying them, and but let's not forget what Hillary's husband did.
Exactly.
With Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah.
So.
Have-
That being said, I just wish the Hillary supporters would acknowledge her weakness, and they just don't want to do this.
Exactly.
And believe me, this isn't anti-woman or anything like that. I've surrounded myself with women in my life. I have 3 aunts. I've got 3 younger sisters. I'm more sensitive to what women think than what men think, actually. So I mean, in that case, I think it was a great aspect for Hillary to run for presidency, and
Of
I'm
course.
sure we are going to have a woman president someday.
Eventually.
And I trust most women more than I do men. I just don't trust her.
She just has done so many things that makes her untrustworthy.
Yeah.
Like
I
if like she didn't do half of the stuff that she did and said she didn't do, then I feel like she would have been so much like such a better candidate.
Yeah, and the conversation comes, oh, she's more qualified. Okay, she's experienced more,
But
she's made bad decisions.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Is she more qualified to be president? Well, what do you mean by qualified? I mean, is she experienced more? Yeah. Okay.
But she wasn't successful
Then
doing it.
She wasn't successful, right? Okay, someone's been a coach, but they've been a bad coach.
Exactly.
Why would
If
why
someone's
would you
been a coach for
hire
20 years?
Why would you hire somebody with most experience if
Right.
they got fired from 20 different stations?
Exactly.
And you go back to sports analogy. Okay, Bob Brenly was never a manager before, but when he took over the Diamondbacks in 2001, but they beat the New York Yankees. This is an experiment. I don't know how he's going to do.
Honestly, it's
again,
so
I think
early.
if he shuts his mouth and has a little humility and lets other people do the work for him, he's going to be okay. Got to get people back to work, and we'll see if we'll know within the first 3 months.
Oh yeah,
These guys.
we're just gonna let the smoke clear.
Exactly.
And if not, we're going to have Cuomo. It's going to be the next president.
Oh,
He's going
boy.
to run for Democrats. So that's what it's going to be.
The backlash from this is insane. Like all the riots and stuff already. Like
I'm
it's
scared to
been-
go into the city today.
I'm scared to go in tomorrow.
Listen, I'm having conversations in the hallways with my coworkers, and it's not pretty.
Yeah. Like it's
So
everyone on Facebook. Like
I'm not posting on Facebook. You know what? This
I'm
is what
not
it
gonna
is.
post on Facebook either.
I had to shut my mouth for 8 years because of the imperator that was in office with Barack, and I thought he could have been magnanimous, and he wasn't. The stuff he pulled the last 4 years, I think, is deplorable. But and it affected me personally with the health care, and you look at all the other issues like calling ISIS a JV, not recognizing the issues there, letting Russia do whatever they wanted to
Yeah.
do, turning our backs on Europe the way we did. Did he do some good things? I think at least talking to Iran is good.
I think he also did some good quality moves
Yeah,
and made a lot of opportunities available.
but
But
yeah,
that can only
and
go
the
so
thing with
far.
Cuba, talk to Cubans whose families have been destroyed because of Castro, and now
Yeah.
we're doing business with them again. I think dialogue is good. I'm not going to beat him up on that, but to me, the healthcare issue is the one sticking point that I just can't get over.
it's completely understandable.
And it affects personally because I have family members that have been affected personally. How can you pass a law telling someone they can't have the same coverage they had? That's horrible.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. It really is. And it's just like seeing everybody's like reaction to this. Like, I don't know. I feel like if it would have gone the other way, like yes, there would have been some backlash as well, and like a lot of protests and stuff. But I feel like it just is so bad right now, and like everyone on Facebook and like a lot of people, like I've heard people compare Hillary losing to like the hurt of 9/11.
Oh, really? Okay, so people were jumping out of
Yeah.
buildings. Well,
Yeah,
people need to get a sense of reality.
Tell me about it. They're saying like 11/9, November 9th.
Yep,
the
is the
after.
second worst day,
Okay.
How do you say something? How?
right?
That-
like
It blows my mind how you can even think to even compare the 2 days, the two ideas, the two events. How dare you?
yeah, like there's so many like that could like
I
that
ha-
offense.
I haven't heard that, but that's.
I heard it. Yes,
It's-
I
yeah,
heard.
it's-
Like
it's
I've heard
starting
it a
to flo-
couple times.
It's starting to flow on media.
It was on Facebook, and then like I heard it personally from
I
somebody.
think I
but,
might
like,
take your lead, Mike, and just jump off Facebook for at least a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
I'm not like I just
I don't. I've stopped about a year ago posting political stuff, and it's no point.
yeah, because no matter what, someone's gonna have their opinion. You're always gonna like you're always
and
gonna
you know
fight.
what? It's First Amendment right to have it.
Exactly.
That's what we fight for.
But like everyone's gonna argue with it no matter what.
Nobody sees Hillary's flaws, but
What are you going to do?
again, this is going to be an experiment. We'll see, where it goes. And again, he has, you can have ideas. Do we need tighter security? Absolutely. Do you want to build a wall?
A metaphorical wall.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's a metaphorical wall. I mean, Reagan was taking down walls, and he wants to build a wall.
Yep.
So, and then believe me, I'm not comparing Trump to Reagan because Reagan's my guy.
You love
but-
Reagan.
And to have a good relationship with Russia. I mean, you look at Reagan, he, called them the evil empire. JFK, Democrats stood up to Russia as well. So, and this last president just kind of,
Let them in.
basically
Well-
wussed around everything with Russia.
Yeah. Well, did you hear about how like Putin was like talking to Trump already
Yeah,
about everything?
right.
Like, which is like, I mean, it's probably like a good thing. It's beneficial in the end. just because it's like it's
Listen,
talking. It's better
yeah,
than
dialogue is good.
Yeah.
You know, and again, I gave President Obama credit for at least opening up dialogue with Iran.
yeah,
Because
exactly,
if you don't talk, you have nothing.
exactly.
And that's why I have a radio show, because we're talking about things.
We
Radio.
like to talk.
Rock
Talking.
on.
Certainly a shocking. Was it Bob Woodward? You know who Bob Woodward is, right? He was a Washington Post reporter. Him and Bernstein that brought down the Nixon
Okay.
Watergate.
Okay.
He was on TV this morning and he called it Trumpquake,
Oh my God.
and that is great.
Trumpquake.
Trumpquake.
It's really true. It's so true. Everyone just thought it was over. Everyone thought
Yeah,
it was over. And
yeah.
like, honestly, like it, after the investigation reopened, I feel like that changed a lot of people's minds.
It's
Right, it certainly,
Yeah.
it certainly did. It acknowledges that she's
she's
She
not
did
ready.
something.
dirty.
She did something
Yeah,
wrong.
she's a little sketchy.
Yeah.
You gotta start questioning it.
a little bit sketchy.
That was like terrible on Comey's part, though. Comey messed up.
What's that?
Comey messed up. Like, I mean, like he did a good thing for like the people who supported Trump, but like he kind of like screwed over Hillary by reopening it a week
Yeah,
before the
It's
election.
true. No, it's true. But it's done is done. Got to move on.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
again,
People's
got to
face the fact, and like, and the biggest thing is like everyone's like saying how like they want him to fail and stuff, but like. I saw like this analogy on Facebook, and like this is the one thing that I saw, which was like so true. It's like wanting Trump to fail. It's like wanting a sailor to crash the boat we're all on.
Pretty much.
Or a pilot to
Yeah.
crash the plane.
Yeah,
and all
exactly. Like
That
And,
like
and if he does a bad job, he'll be out of office in 4 years.
exactly.
So,
people are saying now, it's like, oh, we have these chances to still get Clinton into the office. We still have these opportunities, recount this and that. No, it's time to move on. Time to move forward.
Face
and,
the fact.
and become better people, and just start bettering ourselves. And hope that again, as you said, it's as an experiment. Hopefully, it leads somewhere.
people have been talking about this years. We need a businessman in office.
Yep.
Ross Perot ran in 1992. Didn't even come close. I voted for him. And this is an experiment to see what goes on.
Mhm.
So,
Exactly.
all right, I gotta go.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break anyway, and then we will be right back.
WICR presents This Moment in History.
Space Shuttle Challenger